This is a question where as soon as I see it, no doubt, I'm going to the calculator. It's algebra. So it's annoying, but it's maybe conquerable if we were to guess and check, except that I don't like any of these numbers to guess and check, right? -3 and 3. I'm not going to be able to think about those mentally very easily. Plus 1/2, -1/2. I just don't want to deal with it. So my first thought is this is annoying. I could guess and check, but the calculator will also solve this for me. So I just got to be careful about how I type it. So 4x squared, this is going to work. There it is, 4x squared divided by x squared minus 9. And I'm checking as I go. I'm very nervous. Minus 2x divided by x plus 3. And you can continue, give it the equals, and 1 divided by x minus 3. So did I type it right? 4x squared over x squared minus 9 minus 2x over x plus 3 equals 1 over x minus 3. If I type this wrong, could easily get the wrong answer. It looks like a half, right? There's 1. I can't tap it, but there's the 1. And so this is between, it's hard to see, but yeah, there's 2. And I don't know why it's dividing it. Oh, 1 is, yeah, so 1 is in between, and then this would be 1/2. So there's the answer, right? We're done. So that would be it. I'd move on from there. I'll solve it algebraically just to lengthen the video a little bit, but gosh, I would definitely not do this. So in order to combine these terms, since they're all fractions, you need to have the common denominator. We have to recognize that the denominator here is x plus 3, x minus 3. So we just need to multiply this whole term by x minus 3 and this whole term by x plus 3. But there's negatives, there's all sorts of things going on. So we're going to end up with 4x squared over x squared minus 9 minus 2x times x minus 3 over, and it's going to be x squared minus 9 again, equals 1 over, or x plus 3 times 1 over x minus 3 times x plus 3, so x squared minus 9. So basically, once all those things are the same denominator, they all go away. You don't need to worry about them. So we end up with 4x squared minus 2x squared. I'm now distributing, but I got to remember that minus sign is part of the distribution. So that becomes negative 2x times negative 3 is plus 6x. That's where most people are going to mess up if they do the algebra. That's equal to x plus 3. Now start combining like terms. So 2x squared plus 6x equals x plus 3. Then we got to move everything together, right? This is a squared, so a quadratic. In order to solve them, you need to get everything equal to 0. So we're going to minus x minus 3 minus 3. 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 is 0. Now we got to factor, and it's kind of annoying because of that 2x. So I got to do some experimenting, right? So I need plus 3 minus 1, right? Because negative 1 times 3 is negative 3, so that checks out. 2x times 3 is 6x, minus x is 5x. So that gives me x equals negative 3 and x equals 1/2. Now, I didn't even think this was going to happen. I love it, though. I love it. So we got the 1/2, but what the heck? We got negative 3, so what's the deal? Well, this is so nasty, is that doesn't work because of the original equation. If you think about it, right, if we took x equals negative 3, and we popped it right in here in this middle term, then we have on the bottom negative 3 plus 3, which is 0. But you can't divide by 0. So that's an undefined piece. So negative 3, this is what your math teacher might call an extraneous solution. It doesn't count. It pops out. I didn't do any algebra wrong, so it came out. But because of the complexity of the original equation, we need to test out whether or not the solutions actually work, or whether they're kind of fake solutions that appear to come out, but for various reasons, dividing by 0, taking the square roots of negative numbers, those kinds of things, it doesn't actually work as a solution in the equation. But I bet that most people who actually solve this algebraically, they'll get both answers. But their instinct is going to be to put negative 3 because it feels like a safer number. It's purely psychological, but without checking, they will put negative 3 because they'll just be like, it's not a decimal, it's not a fraction, it's a nicer number. Doesn't matter, guys. The numbers are numbers, but they just won't even think that maybe that doesn't work as an because it's extraneous, because of that undefined situation. I'm curious if you got this wrong and you picked A. I'm curious why. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'm very interested. But if your instinct here was to do algebra in the first place, yeah, that's you kind of serves you right. Like use Desmos, just put it in. And I wish I hadn't erased it, but remember, -3 was not an answer when we plug it in Desmos. It didn't show up. And the reason why is exactly this. It's an extraneous solution.